Dad, Dad, you done handed him his water. You handed. That's a great idea.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video. We got something pretty good, man. We got this sister who is a track star. I don't think some of your sisters, man, should be coaching men or little boys. Now, in a sense, especially with football, that's for sure. But when you're talking about a situation like this, because you're going to see this sister get on the father. She gets mad at the father because she feels that the father is coddling the little boy. She feels like the father is coddling the little boy, as if fathers coddle the little boys, as if fathers are not going to be rough on the little boys.
Dad, you done handed him his water. You handed. That's a great idea. You handed your spine. You don't handle your mind, man.
Nope, I'm gonna sit in the car. Y'all have
Jesus Christ. I'm like, what else you want to hand? You gonna take a sweater off?
okay.
Go in the car with your snacks. You look like you want to call anyway. Go have a good call. We'll be done in about 30 minutes.
I'm gonna look, I promise.
That's fine. I don't mind you looking.
I just want to look.
Y'all driving me crazy. That boy is 12. He done handed him everything that he needs. Come on, get your spikes on.
I think that's just very excessive. I mean, what you once again, like I said, for me, you have some women who try to be overly excessive. Now, some people are going to say, hey, well, see, it sounds like your son going to be soft. Nah, right? Nah, let's not get it confused. Being extra, what she is doing to a man and a father being stern with their children. Once again, that's very different. Generally speaking, coaches ain't going to be doing all of that. And then half the time, most of the time when you had situations and you only see it with mothers.
King Von's baby mama on why she pulled her son off the football team.
I made the decision to pull my son off the football team. It was game day. I guess the coach was giving them water and the coach made a mistake and squirted water in his eye. I'm not really sure. I just know water was squirted in Davon's eye. And of course, just like a 5-year-old, he began to cry. And as the coach was walking him off the field, due to him crying, he goes, "Stop all that crying if I put you over there with the cheerleaders." And me, I'm instantly in defense mode, you know? And I was like, wait, what? He was like, oh no, it was just some water in his eye. I said, you said something about him being a cheerleader? Because I wanted him to repeat what he said. He immediately repeated what he said. He was like, it ain't no crying in football. Now I asked him, I said, do you think that was appropriate for you to say to a 5-year-old child? He immediately got offensive and he started defending why he said what he said. So now me and him is having a back and forth across from each other.
I know, come on, so if it takes that amount of time for when I tell a kid to do something and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, then there is consequences, like push-ups, like running laps, like sit-ups, like telling them to get out of my drill if they're not participating. Doing right, get the out of my drill, get the out of my drill, or whatever it takes to get my drill. Because there's one kid, but there's also
50 others,
100 more kids out there. But at the same time, it's no disrespect or anything, but there's a million kids. But I didn't want you to get away to go and throw dirt on my name.
No.
But I understand that I'm not going to be able to please everybody, which I'm fine with that.
I appreciate you coming up here and talking to me.
Oh, shit.
My son
But
is one of those hard workers, but he's not one of those. So you can get it too.
So I still came up here to do this, but I still got 200 more kids out there.
If a mother is coddling a little boy, the coaches will take it up with the little boy and they will make us feel bad about it. So we end up going out of our way to make it happen. We end up going out of our way to say, okay, well, hold on, man. Now, hey, mom, I got it. For me, it seems like the dude was just giving the dude snacks, giving the dude water, whatever. And I'm assuming this is before they was going to go ahead and run and all this extra stuff. But I mean, like, let's be realistic here, man. I just don't think it is reasonable or smart to put your child in that position. And it really got to blame the father, because why aren't you going to a track coach? Why aren't you going to a male track coach? Realistically speaking, your male track coaches are going to get you right. Male coaches are going to get you right. And I get it. Not all coaches are the best coaches or whatever, but you're obviously going out your way to pay this lady, right? You're paying this lady. You could have went out and go paid a male coach. Now, once again, she's a 6-time All-American. Like I said, it might be in track, right? She's coaching track. So obviously she's probably 6-time All-American in track. But I say, coach your women. Like, it'd be burning me. Like, it used to kill me when I was back at Winston and I would see one of my homeboys being trained by one of the trainers at our school. And I'm like, bro, what is you doing? You need a female trainer to train you when you got plenty of your homeboys to train you when we work out every single day. Like, it's like, once again, we all used to get on them about it because there is no reason to do that. You have men who are going to push you to your, talking about push you to your limits. And hey, and I get it. Some people are going to say, hey, well, she going to push you to your limits. This is just my opinion. I think as a father, you need to keep your boys with other men. Have men train them. In my opinion, you're going to get the best results. You're going to get the best results. Just like how if I would have a daughter, I would have her trained amongst boys, because you're going to get 10 times better because you're competing against other boys. Now, once again, he's competing against other guys, but I just can't see a woman, man, coaching a man. I just can't. But what burns me is just how she is overreacting, doing a little too much. 9 times out of 10, the father is already being hard on the boy, is already trying to toughen the boy up. This, in my opinion, is just a woman just being a little extra, trying to take it too far. And then you want to post it online. As you're going to see in the comments, people said, man, that's where you talk to the parent. That's where you talk to the parent side to side. But as I stated before, male coaches are going to talk to the little boy and say, hey, bro, like, don't be allowing your parents to do that. Don't be allowing your parents. You need your mama to you need your mama titty too, with all this extra stuff, right? But you gonna film it, crash out on the parent, right? And he also comments, so he's cool with it. But you film it, you crash out on the parent. It's just extra. So let's go ahead and read these comments. Someone says, preach. Someone else says, appreciate you for checking me, coach. I'm usually the one with my foot on his neck, as stated before, right? Now, this is the father that she was yelling at. As stated before, when you allow these women to try to get in these high positions, role, you can't teach a boy how to be a man. That's why you have the father there. Let the father be the father. Now, once again, I get it. Now, who knows, at the beginning of the video, he probably could have been super calling this little boy. Who knows? But at the end of the day, from what I'm seeing, from a coach posting the video, yelling at the dad in front of the child and everything, as if the dad already not constantly on this dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm just calling it for what it is, being extra. And this is what I'm saying. Generally speaking, you don't need women trying to coach boys. Then somebody else says, coaches need to learn how to talk to parents with respect, because this ain't rocking over here. I don't care what kind of coach you think you are. Then somebody else says, lady, this my dang son. So then she responds, you and your son should just leave, because this is my dang practice. Then somebody else says, he's going to be soft like the dad too. You think so? Then somebody else says, obviously the people offended never play sports. This is mild, right? Once again, I played football, I did basketball, I did track, I did soccer. Anytime, mainly through football, but anytime my coaches used to get on me, right, or anybody else, they would get on us. They would pull us to the side and they would check us for that, right? And they would do a lot of joking. Oh, what you want me to call your mama? You want me to call your mama this, that, and this, and that? And you're going to end up wanting to say, okay, well, now let me toughen up here. Nah. And generally speaking, it's your women that are coddling the boys. Your father isn't coddling this boy. He's just giving him his snacks and everything, right? And so, once again, for clicks and views, you jump on here to try to be extra. Right, you try to jump on here to be extra. As I stated before, I played sports since the 3rd grade. Football, basketball, track, soccer. I've done it all. And I can tell you the difference between male coaches and female coaches. It seems like with a lot of female coaches, they have a lot to try to prove, right? They just end up going over top when half the time you don't need to. Most of the time it's unnecessary, but it's to try to prove a point. But I mean, hey, once again, I mean, at the end of the day, she's training. She's still a coach at the end of the day. I mean, hey, they go into her services. As I stated before, the father's in the wrong for even going to a woman. He needs to go take that boy to another man, to a damn coach, to a male coach. But I don't know. Y'all let me know down below. What do y'all think?